Hello everybody and welcome back. In this video series, I'm restoring my classic 1985 Honda VF700 Interceptor, with hopes to get it back, running, and riding on the road. In this episode, I'm going to be taking off the front fairing and removing the carburetors to see what we're working with. Thanks for watching, and thank you for your continued support. Enjoy the show! Looks like we're going to take these bolts off first. Let's see here. Looks like just a screwdriver head. Let's see which one of these fits best. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, jeez. All right. Looks like next up we got the side bolts too here. Can definitely see some cracking of this fairing. Big shimmy there. This bike has definitely been beat up, for sure. All right, I think we're gonna have to cut these. Let's see. I don't know how this is gonna move here. Oh man, looks like that tire piece is broken forward. Okay, getting some movement here. Okay, nice. Yeah, you can definitely see we're a little beat up here. Scuffed up pretty good. I don't know how I'm gonna fix that. I don't know with what, but definitely super faded out too. Oh boy. All right. Well, there we go. Looks like we got the headlight here. Looks like we're missing a spring here. But let's continue on. So the front fairing's off. Let's go back to the carburetor section here. Ignition coils. Okay. Looks like we got a couple bolts here that hold this setup on. 1, 2, 3. And some holders here. Let's see. Looks like a 10 mil maybe. Yeah. Pack these up, and then we'll also do these up for the front fairing here. I know there's that one broken off bolt there, but I'm gonna leave it. I don't want to lose or break too bad. Looks like, I don't know if these are screw off. Looks like they are. Nice, okay. These look like original coils, actually. Made in Japan. If not, it might be reproduction coils or something. Like I said, the guy thought it was the coil. He's got a couple over there. But I don't know. There's a lot of other reasons why a bike might die mid-ride. You know, these look like the kill switch holders here. Boy, that one's in there. Okay. Let's pull these out of here. Nice. Perfect. I don't think they're looking pretty bad either. They're not like swollen or anything. Sometimes electronic components like that, if they get hot or they break down, they start to swell and, well, blow up on you. All right. Let's see what's next. We have the heat insulator plate in front of the carburetors. The front of the carburetors, is that this, you think? This heat insulator? I would think so. There's nothing else forward of that. I don't see any other pictures that would indicate that it's not that. Unless it has an exploded view diagram. That would have been nice. Just for the carburetors. All right, I think it's that plate. Let's see. Looks like we got 2 4 screws here, and then it might come up through there. Let's see. Nice. All right. Still on there. I mean, it could just be. Oh, there's one on each. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, Brendan. Maybe if you look for the right amount of screws. That would only make sense, right? But I have a feeling. Let's see if we got them all out. 2 4 6 8. All right, let's see if it actually. Nope. Negative. Well, maybe there is no heat insulator plate on these ones. The front of the carburetors. Unless it just meant the air box. I don't know. Well, at least we got that off. I think it's gonna, oh. No, it's gonna have to come off at some point. Let's keep going. Let's just imagine that the heat insulator plate's not there. Okay, all right. Throttle cable here, let's see. Yeah. Looks like we already have them turned pretty much as far in as they're gonna get. At least that one is. Oh, we almost had it. Let's see. Use the wrong tool for the right job here. Let's see. Oh boy. Okay, looks like this is like a pinched line here. I don't think it's going to come off, which is good. Okay, we'll leave that down there. This we're certainly going to label. I'm actually going to leave these down here because I have a feeling we got a little out of order there. Get the tools back away. There we go. All right, next. Loosening damage using all 4 carburetor bands. Oh boy. Okay. I think we're gonna need this screwdriver back. Let's see. All 4, huh? Okay. This looks like it's gonna take a minute. looks like those should be loose enough. Disconnect the fuel line to the carburetor assembly on 1000cc models from the fuel line clip. Okay. Fuel line to the carburetor assembly. Well, this is the fuel line that goes backwards. This looks like it's the feed right here. And it looks like it goes way down there. But let's try and just disconnecting here. It looks like we have a fitting. You know what? I think we're just going to cut that. This bracket looks like it wants to come off. But you know what? We're going to hold off. I don't think it's that's next. Pull the carburetors from the rubber intake boots. Slowly and carefully pull the carburetor assembly up and partially out of the top of the frame. Be careful not to damage any of the carburetor components. Okay. Thank you for the warning book. Okay. Now this is probably going to be a bit frustrating. I think I'm going to loosen these clamps a little more. I'll get back to you here in a second. It's a bit of a game of how far do you want to go before you lose the nut on the back of it. All right. Now we're going to give this a good shot. If it works, just like this, just pulling it out, that's great. But it might not, and we might have to get the heat gun out, warm some parts up, and go from there. Looks like I should be able to get around these hoses. Oh boy. Oh man, I don't know. Okay, maybe get a, oh, this is a dangerous game to play with a pry bar, but just if we can just... This takes about 15 or 20 minutes for me to take these carburetors off the bike. It's a royal pain, so I'm going to skip ahead to the part where I get these off. Well, our front plate came off. Figured that was going to happen. Looks like it has dowels in it. Looks like we left a couple with the car. Oh, sugar. Okay, we're going to take these off. Because I think these are going to be tough to find online. Let me get a pair of pliers for that one. Oh, okay, looks like I got half of it out. Oh, okay, one for sure. Two. Let's see if there's anything holding us up here on this left side, or the right side rather. Okay. Thank goodness gracious. My word. Okay. All right. I don't know if I did too much damage to these. Looks like this one might have gotten a little bit hurt here. But let's get these out of here. Okay. Oh. Looks like we had a spring down there. We'll take a look at all this in a minute, but let's get these out of here. I think we're gonna have to get my wrenches back out here. I think it's a 10 mil. Yep. Got one. And two. Okay. Nice. Gorgeous, huh? Look at those bad boys. Holy crap. Wow, they are. Pretty torn up. Looks like the slide's all, oh, a little sticky there. A little sticky on those ones too. Now comes the fun part here, taking these apart. Oh boy. These are the chokes, looks like enriching valves. Wow. Okay. This one might require a YouTube video or two. Let's take a look at what's down in here. Let's see. Looks like we got 4 intake boots here. Coolant pipe heading over. That's what looks like the thermostat there. Looks like an oil line right there heading to the top of the head. Same over here. These are the cables. Oh, hello. So that came from up there. I'm gonna pop that over here. Get a really good look at the fans here. They do spin freely. That's good. All right, let's get the benches cleaned up here. I think we're gonna tear down this carbs. Alrighty, so I'm gonna speed up this carb teardown video here. This takes a long time and it's kind of boring to watch. So if you're looking to get a good video on how to tear these apart and put them back together and not screw it up, I'd say go ahead and look on YouTube. There's a bunch of different YouTube channels that have some great teardown videos of these carburetors, so feel free to look into that. You can also go to CSM, I believe it's consolidatedmotorspares.com, and you can look up an exploded view of these carburetors, so that way if you need a little more fine detail you can look at that. At least that's what I've did. But for now, feel free to enjoy me taking these carburetors apart, and then a little bit here I'll show you what's inside the bowls. It is nothing like I've ever seen before. If you want to skip ahead to that, go ahead and skip right to the 19-minute mark. Moment of truth time here. Let's see how these bowls. Whoa, okay. Holy Moses. Wow. Wow. Oh, God. Wow. Yeah, that would have never run. Holy crap. I'm glad we took the whole thing apart. Wow. So I don't know if this is gelled up fuel from maybe the guy used like stable in there and it seized up after a while, or if this is just ethanol fuel that has decided to curdle. But wow, okay, holy crap. Okay, I'm gonna have to clean that out before I put it in the carb cleaner. Holy Moses. Alrighty, I'm going to take some time off camera and clean these carburetors up and get some new gaskets in there and get them all set. In the next episode, we're going to be slapping these carburetors back in the bike and we're going to see if it runs. Thanks you guys for watching. Always appreciate it. And we'll see you in the next one.